Hello and welcome to Mr. Wiley Teaches Math. Today we're going to be solving equations by subtraction. As we talked about last time when we were solving by addition, we need to look at whatever the operation is that's been tied to our variable. We need to do the opposite to it. We need to undo the not. So in this case, I have a number that's been tied to my variable using addition. I need to use the opposite operation, which is subtraction, to get rid of my positive 5 or adding 5. In order to do that, the thing that I need to do is subtract 5. I need to do the opposite. So I want my number to go to 0 to cancel itself out. So I'm going to have x plus 5 subtract 5. I'm going to try very hard to keep my equal signs lined up. Is equal to 9 subtract 5. So those went to 0, those canceled out, so all I'm left with on this side is x. X is equal to 9 subtract 5, which is 4. I could put this back into my original question where x is equal to 4. Think to myself, 4 plus 5, hey, that equals 9. That balances out. I've answered the question and it worked correctly. Just like the other day when we worked with solving by addition, these are very easy ones to start with. We're working on getting the correct form as much as anything, so this line is important to write out, including what's in the left-hand side by our margin, so that we are recognizing that we did the opposite and being able to quickly check this on both sides so it balances. All right, y plus 4 is equal to 4. Well, I need to do the opposite to addition of 4, so I need to subtract 4. I'm going to do that to both sides. So y plus 4, and I need to subtract 4, is equal to 4 subtract 4. So I have subtract 4 on both sides. Those cancel out. I'm left with y. 4 minus 4 is 0. I can quickly check 0 plus 4 equals 4. Yes, that worked. I can do the same thing here. So I'm going to subtract 3. So I have my variable z plus 3 subtract 3 is equal to 2 subtract 3. Z is equal to negative 1. So we can end up with a negative answer. Negative 1 plus 3, yes, that equals 2. So my equation is still balanced. I have the correct solution. The equation may be spun around, so the variable is second, but it's not going to change anything. It's still a positive 14 attached to it. Even though there's not written, there's a positive sitting here that we don't write. So we're going to subtract 14 from both sides. So my 14 or positive 14, subtract 14, plus my variable, k, is equal to 21, subtract 14. Those still cancel out, go to 0. All I'm left with is k. K is equal to 7. Or 14 plus 7 is equal to 21. Hey, it balanced, we're ready to go. Again, we may have rational numbers. We may have positive and negatives. And we may also have decimals or fractions. It still works in the same way. I'm going to subtract 1 decimal 2, 1 and 2 tenths. So x plus 1 decimal 2 subtract 1 decimal 2 is equal to 3 subtract 1 decimal 2. X is equal to 1 decimal 8. So 1 decimal 8 plus 1 decimal 2, quickly check those, make sure we balance. 3.0, yes, it balances, it's correct. And in this case, we've spun it around again. We have 20 plus y. We're going to do the same thing. It's still positive 20, even though we don't write that. It's in standard form. So we are going to subtract 20 from both sides. So 20 subtract 20 plus the variable y is equal to negative 10 subtract 20. So these go out, these cancel. All we're left with is y. We're at negative 10. We have to go in the downward direction, the negative direction 20 more, so we're at negative 30. We could check that again. 20 plus negative 30 gives us negative 10. Yes, that's correct. So solving by a subtraction, we look at what's been tied to the variable, and we have to undo it by doing the opposite. Thanks for watching. Be sure to check the class website for additional information, assignments, and examples.